right, everybody, welcome to the live stream. My name is Mark Harmon, and you are watching the Comic on Demand show. For those of you who've been watching for a little bit today, since the stream started, you will notice a funny little goof. So anyway, while I was just sitting there, waiting to just start, right? I had some pictures of some teeth because I'm doing some stuff for a client that involves teeth. Okay. So I had like some reference of some pictures of teeth, and I had them on the desktop, and I was like, while I'm just sitting here picking my nose, I'm just going to like clear the desktop or whatever. So I open up a new window in front of my streaming software stuff here, and I click and I drag the teeth, and I go to drop them onto the folder that I wanted to put them in, and I guess I missed, right? I missed, and I dropped them onto the streaming platform thing here. And so all of a sudden, a bunch of pictures of teeth just like went all over the place. And so anyway, biker guy says, "What's with the teeth?" Anyway, that's what the teeth was all about. I accidentally dropped some pictures of teeth on top of the streaming service. And so it started, I guess it just streams whatever I stick on this window here. So, yeah, that's what's up with the teeth. I was kind of hoping maybe it wouldn't actually stream that, but apparently it did. So, anyway, there's some teeth for you, I guess. But anyway, my name is Mark Harmon. You're watching the Comic on Demand show. This is episode 49, people. So, you're going to have to give me your ideas for episode 50, because that's coming up like next show. So I got to make it big or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, this is the live drawing show where I will draw a 4-panel comic that will look something like this. Ta-da! But as you can see, it is blank. That's because I am going to let you tell me what to draw. How does that sound? So I'm going to take your suggestions and then I'm going to draw them. But I do have some rules first, okay? So, first rule is I keep this show PG, so no, I won't take any suggestions of anything super ultra graphic or raunchy or crude or whatever. And 2, I later want to sell these, and so I want to avoid any sort of copyright problems. So, I won't take any suggestions of characters that are already copyrighted or exist, like Superman, SpongeBob, whatever, okay? And on top of that, rule number 3, because of you people, rule number 3 is also no celebrities or sports mascots. Those they're not like copyrighted or whatever, but I just don't want to draw likenesses. And, well, sports mascots might be copyright or something. I don't know. But I want to avoid problems, okay? So here's how it's going to work. You're going to see a little screen pop up with a little dancing guy right here. And hopefully at the same time, I'm going to put go in the chat. Okay, so make sure you're looking at the chat. Make sure you can see it, because that's when you'll know when to put your suggestion in. Okay, so after you see my go, okay, it'll say Comic on Demand, go. Then put your suggestion. Okay, and then the first 2 suggestions that I see on my end, those are the 2 I'm going to use to create this 4-panel comic. Hopefully it's funny, but if it's not, it's usually weird. So there's at least that going for it. Okay, so anyway, so let's get those suggestions. Where's my button? Right here. Okay, let's do it. We have our first 2 suggestions. We have our first suggestion of a walrus with caterpillars for tusks and an eye patch. That's really specific. Did you have a dream about that once? And the second suggestion is a dentist for sharks. Okay, so we have where's my button? There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put those right here. Walrus with caterpillar teeth. Tusks. Sorry. Tusks. With. Whoops. That's a cute. With eye patch. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm about to have a rule number 3. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-word suggestions or something. This is ridiculous. Dentist. Dentist. It would also help if I didn't type so dadgum slow. That almost said dentist for Shakira. Dentist for sharks. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Although I bet Shakira has a dentist. You know what I'm saying? Where do celebrities go to get like regular stuff? That's what I want to know. Do they go to some weird private place where like they can all just like they can go as a celebrity and no one knows who they are? Is there a like a dentist for celebrities? I don't know. Okay, walrus, caterpillar tusk, eye patch, dentist for sharks. Okay, well, all right. A walrus and sharks, they both go in water, so there's that. So let's do. You probably just said dentist because of all this teeth talk. Am I right? Is that what's going on? Okay. Dentist. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, that's gonna look almost exactly the same. So I was thinking of this angle for a dentist and a shark. I was gonna put a shark in a chair with a dentist, but like, it was basically gonna be that. It was gonna be like the exact same angle, except the dentist here and the side view of the shark there with a mouth open. Whatever. I mean, there's no reason I can't do it. Do I need to get reference for a shark? I think it'd be all right. Isn't there a show where celebrities have private doctors come to their house? Maybe. Is there? I don't know. That would make sense. I don't think I don't think I would want to be like Tom Cruise and go to a dentist and have everybody be like, "Oh, Tom Cruise." That just sounds dumb. That sounds really lame. That's what I don't understand when people say that they want to be rich and famous. Because I'm like, okay, I can understand rich, but I don't want to be famous. Being famous sounds stupid. If you're famous, it seems like you can't do anything. Can't go to the store anymore. Not that like, not that going to the store is like super amazing, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like once you're famous, you can't do anything. People just mob you all the time. You want to just go to an amusement park or something. You want to go to the movies. Then everybody just hounds you for your autograph or a picture and blah, blah, blah. It just sounds... ugh. It sounds gross. So we need to teach kids when they're like, I want to be rich and famous. Be like, no, you do not want to be famous. But maybe that's just the introvert in me. I just don't want to be famous. Says the guy wanting more followers. Hey, don't call me out on my hypocrisy. Okay? You just watch your mouth. Is there a way Is there a way I can get more followers without being famous? Can I get like Mr. Beast big without being famous? Is that possible? See, that's why I want to. That's why I want to. That's why I write comic books and graphic novels and stuff. And I was hoping that I could basically just hide behind a pen name. Then I could never make guest appearances. I could be one of those lonely old like authors that like live in a cabin in the woods or something, and they don't make uh like personal appearances and stuff. They don't go to book signings or whatever. They just write books under a pen name and nobody knows who they are. Like that one dude, like Lemony Snicket. He wrote the series of unfortunate events, right? Did under a pen name, so then he can just do whatever he wants. Tony Hawk gets overlooked every time he goes out. See, I figure if I can be like famous, maybe just like within a tiny sphere. So just the people who know, but then I could go out and nobody's like, hey, it's so and so. So like the people that know would know. If you make a guest appearance, you need to tell the story about the Halloween you dressed in pillowcases. The time where I wore my sister's face. Like Brandon Mull, who shows up at events here in Cedar City. He's been to like 3 of my family events this year. What? Brandon Mull's been to family events? That's cool. See, that's a author that I know. I know Brandon Mull. We've pretty much read all of his books, I think. We even went to I can't remember if we went to one or two. Did we go to one or two? We went to some like book launch. One of them was Dragon Watch, but I thought we did a Fablehaven book launch. I think we've been to 2 of his book launches, if I remember correctly. Unless I'm just in my brain, I'm combining 2 into 1 or I don't know. Okay. He's saying, Mr. Johnson. When was your last checkup? Shark's name is Mr. Johnson. And just because of that, I'm going to give the shark a bowler hat. I wasn't going to, but then I just called him Mr. Johnson, so now... Oh, wait. And a mustache. I forgot. I haven't drawn mustaches in a while. Okay, so now the shark has a bowler hat and a mustache. Okay. The shark has a bowler hat. It was a bowler hat. All right. 2. Okay, so we went to 2 of them. My son knows him. It's an odd connection. Yeah, dude, Fablehaven is awesome. Fablehaven are cool books. I like his, although I think I might actually like his ones better that were, was it the Beyonders? the series where it's like there's a whole bunch of different like lands, and they call shaping, like each land has their own shaping. So it's like in this land you can shape things out of wood. In this land they shape things out of metal or something. In this land they can like shape things out of the dead. I don't like raise the dead or something. Is it the Beyonders? Or is it no, the Five Kingdoms. I think it's called the Five Kingdoms. That's what it's called. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Johnson, when was your last checkup? Okay. Don't you remember? Oh wait. Okay, yeah. I came in with Frank Jones. I don't know. Yeah, I think Five Kingdoms was my favorite. Five Kingdoms are my favorite Brandon Mull books. Although Fablehaven was my introduction to him. So there's that, like those were the OG books that I found of him. Then I don't know, I think I just like the Five Kingdom books more. It built like a cooler world. But it was cool that he kind of created for himself sort of like, like what Marvel did with the MCU. It's sort of like he was creating the Brandon Mull bookiverse or something, because there's a character from the Beyonders, two characters, I can't remember. There's one or two characters from the Beyonders that's a completely different book series, but they show up in the Five Kingdoms. So you get to know them in this other book series, and then they show up in this other book series, and so then it's kind of like he's harkening back or something too. So he's taking characters from one set of books and putting them in another set of books. So that was cool. So then it kind of implies that all of his books are kind of connected or something, right? Into some big world or something. Although I think that's the only time he did that. I can't think of any characters from other things showing up, like in Fablehaven or Dragon Watch or something. Okay. All right, now I think I was able to like fake my way through a shark, but I do have to go get some reference for a walrus because I don't I don't know what a walrus looks like right off the top of my head, because I know they have like a weird snout thing with weird hair things, and their eye placement is weird. Everything's weird about them, so I need to go make sure I know exactly what they look like. Hmm. Walrus. Ew, that one's gross. Like weird lumpy things all over it. Okay, what? Okay, that one's okay. That one's a good angle. I was just looking for one that had like a good sort of 3/4 turn angle. Okay, perfect. Boink. This is my walrus. Put it off to the side. Perfect. Nope, that one. Okay. Walruses have a weird nose. Well, I mean, it's not like that weird, but okay. Should I stick a little skull and crossbones on his eye patch? This is so weird, you guys. uh, they, who was in charge of making a walrus? They had a sense of humor. Yet, seriously, I don't. Whoever was making walruses, I don't know, man. They were like, dude, I'm gonna make a saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, this is cool. Now, what would happen if it wasn't cool? Like, what if I make it big and hairless and throw it in the water? Okay. So before I start inking it, there's, what is that? Mr. Johnson, when was your last checkup? Don't you remember? I came in with Frank Jones. Like, Frank Jones! And there's Frank Jones, the walrus with caterpillar teeth and an eye patch. I figured a dentist probably thinks caterpillar teeth are gross. Probably, right? Alright. But before I start inking, now's the time of the show where I do a mid-suggestion, okay? So just like the time before, same rules apply. You're going to see the little dancing dude. Wait till you see the go in the chat, and then give me your suggestions. And then I'll take the first suggestion, and I'll stick it somewhere in here somehow. Sometimes it's a cop-out. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's really small. I don't know. Depends on what it is. It depends on what I feel like doing. So, anyway, so if you didn't get a suggestion, now's your time to get one. So let's do it. We have our mid-suggestion of the White House. So, Okay, well, I have room to stick it back there somewhere. And you're going to make me go to Google because I don't know what the White House, I mean... Alright, going to Google. Going to the Google, gonna look at pictures of the White House. The White House. See, if I would have, well, wait, hold on, what? Oh, that's right. There's like the front and the back. I Google White House, and I was picturing the one where it's round in front, right? Like when I picture the White House, I think of the round front with the pillars. But then I was seeing pictures of, I guess this is the back. Well, the back is just, it has like the triangle and stuff. So I'm like, wait, what? I was like, this isn't the White House. Okay, got it. I'm using the, if you just yawned with me, you are an empathetic person. So congrats. Congrats on being nice. That's what I heard on the internet once, that if you yawn, if someone else yawns and you yawn, that means that you are a nice person or something. I want, you know what? Sweet. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm doing that one because it's sort of hidden behind lots of trees. Okay. Boing. Whoa, that's huge. Okay, hold on. Gotta shrink this a little bit because that was a little excessive. Okay, White House. Flipping, making me draw the architecture. Some trees on that side. Some trees on that side. Then I'll just do a... Would you believe me if I told you that this is the second time I've drawn the White House in like the last 3 or 4 years or something? Was that 1, 2, 3, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did a book cover for this lady, and in the background she wanted the White House because her book took place near the White House or something like that. So I had to draw the White House. And I'm pretty sure I did a better job then than I am than I'm doing right now. Little flag. All right, there. See, it's the White House. It's all sloppy. Although, it's fitting that lots of sloppy things come from the White House. Okay. All right. Ink this bad boy now. Beep, 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 beep. 40, I've been going 40 minutes. I haven't been, I don't know. Usually I do the mid-suggestion around 30 to 35 minutes, but 40 minutes. Maybe it was all that teeth talk in the beginning. That Walrus looks like a tauntaun. Your mom looks like a tauntaun. So I can't. See, it's always good times making mom jokes with Greg because his mom is my mom. But she's not watching tonight. She's at a wedding reception, so that means I can make fun of her. I can make yo mama jokes because my mom's not watching tonight. You know what's the best part though? She she sent me a text today just letting me know that she wasn't going to be able to watch tonight because she was going to a wedding reception. I was thinking, okay. I don't think I would have noticed if you didn't watch. And especially if you don't say anything in the chat. I guess that's why sometimes it says mom is watching in the chat. But if you don't say anything in the chat, then I don't know that you're watching. You can go totally incognito. You can stalk me and watch. like some creeper. If you don't say anything in the chat, then I have no idea that you're watching or not. Like, there's probably some kind of plugin I can download for this that'll show me that stuff. But I'm too lazy to download it, so you're safe. If you want to be a weird creeper and just watch me and not interact, you go right ahead. I'm never gonna know. I was supposed to be at a wedding in Florida in a couple weeks. Oh, yeah. Her venue might be gone. So you put all the characters you've drawn in a hat and pull out 3 of them. 50th episode idea. And ask for verbs. So put in all the characters in a hat and then just get like the first 2 verbs. The first 2 verbs that come in. Comic on Demand, Mad Lib. Because I do want to do something cool and different for episode 50. Like, I really liked doing it live. Well, I mean, I'm doing it live now, but I mean, when I did it for my family reunion, where there was actually people around, that was cool. It was cool to interact real time instead of 20, 30 seconds after the fact. Do we name the shark Bert or Reynolds? Well, his name is Mr. Johnson. So, Bert Johnson. Because maybe Reynolds Johnson. Yeah, I want to film it with a live studio audience. It was cool. It was cool to have a live applause and stuff. It made it sound like I was a real show or something. It gave the illusion that I'm actually doing this in front of people, instead of right now where I'm just sitting alone in my studio talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you, but you know what I'm saying? So I was in the process of, because I just caught a little break in my work, because I've been pretty slammed for the past couple months, but I just caught a little break, and so I was starting to make the the Comic On Demand merchandise stuff that I showed you with the Gorilla Lemons. But then I just got more work, so now, sorry. So now that's been put on the back burner again. So it's bittersweet, right? It's good for my bank account, but it's bad for fans of this show. This is now the second week in a row where I've drawn a pulled down surgical mask. If I had a nickel for every time I've drawn a pulled down surgical mask, I'd only have 2 nickels, but it is weird that it happened twice. $10 if you can tell me what that was referencing. You should have the dentist pull a license plate out of his mouth. If you'd seen Jaws, you'd know why that's funny. Oh, sorry. I am an uncult. I am an un. Oh. I am an uncultured swine. Sorry. It is not Pam from Archer. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep with that one. I am uncultured. There are so many quote unquote classic movies that I have never seen. And I think some of them are they're probably even like Star Wars level of. It's like when someone says they've never seen Star Wars. You basically think they're lying, right? Like, you've never seen Star Wars? Like, shut up, you're lying. There's a lot of those um, level of famous movies that I've never seen. And if I told you what they were, you would think I was lying. I'm gonna give this caterpillar some spots. I don't know if caterpillars have spots like this, but I don't care. If they don't have spots like this, well then guess what? This is just the special walrus tooth caterpillar, okay? And I'm making it up. If you don't like it, you can just go somewhere else. It is not from Masters of Disguise. Star Wars Christmas Special? No, I have not. I have not watched Star Wars Christmas Special. I've never seen Gone with the Wind because I'm not 100. Me neither. I've never seen Gone with the Wind. And frankly, I don't give a darn. Are the twins dressing up for Halloween? I don't know. I feel like they're kind of at that age where maybe they want to, but it's not cool. And so or wait, hold on, wait. No, I think they are dressing up. Like their whole friend group is dressing up as something. And oh shoot, they actually no, yeah, they are. And they said what they were doing and I forgot. I forgot what they said they were doing. So the quote that I quoted, the if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd only have 2 nickels, but it is weird that it happened twice. That is from Phineas and Ferb. That is Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So if any of you have seen Phineas and Ferb, that's Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Don't ask me what episode, because I don't know. Okay, this White House is going to look really janky. Because I don't care. This is definitely a mosaic quality White House right now. That it might look alright from far back, but if you see it up close, it's not going to be pretty. Are you going to do a Halloween theme for last Comic On Demand of October? Maybe. I remember last time I just started the stream wearing my Rocketeer helmet, and that was pretty much it. That was all I did. And I think the suggestion then people said something like candy or trick or treating or something. Okay. Okay, I guess real quick, I'm going to color in these freaky eyes. They're like doll's eyes. Beep, beep, beep. Boom. All right. Aren't you a little old to be drawing a comic? Yes, I am. And yes, I am. Okay, candy corn and peanut butter. Yeah, that is what it was. I remember now. Now that you reminded me, I remember. Okay, there it is, people. There is your 4-panel comic of. Gosh dang it! Okay, yeah. All right, so there's your 4-panel comic of a walrus with caterpillar teeth and an eye patch, and a dentist for sharks with the mid-suggestion of the White House. Okay. There you go, people. There is your Comic on Demand. Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supplying me with funny things to laugh at in the chat. And thanks for showing up. I said that already. Thanks for showing up. Because that you showing up really is like 90% of this show. If you don't show up, I have no show. It doesn't even work. So this program is made possible by viewers like you. Where's my button? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, next week we're doing episode 50, and I think I think I'll do that. I think I'll do the put all the characters from all 50 episodes in a, I was gonna say jar, but a hat or whatever. And then maybe I'll have everybody. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have everybody like do a verb. Yeah, do a verb. Like give me a verb, and I'll take the first 4 verbs, and then I'll take the first 4 things out of a hat, and I'll pull a thing out of a hat, and then the first verb and match it, and then the second thing out of a hat, and then the second verb and match it. So that way each thing has a verb, and then I'll do it like that. How's that sound? Okay. Anyway, that's it, people. That's Comic on Demand. Thanks for showing up. You're awesome. See you next week.